sorry guys, like, wait, I'm loving this conversation by the way,
Yeah.
and I'm just trying to control myself, obviously, because I want to say so many things.
Jump in. You're still filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We don't want to miss you as well, you know. Jump in.
No, I could see he was itching to say it.
Yeah, go for
obviously,
it.
the first thing I want to say is like,
Yeah.
rest in peace to one of my favorite American artists, Rich Homie Quan. You know, like,
Yeah,
he passed away.
Yes.
I heard
And
that recently.
when you both were
Yeah.
just talking, like I said, like, I'm proper loving the back and forth. Like, his song just came into my head. I don't know, have you heard the song that he made? My nigga, my nigga.
Yeah.
Every second,
Yes.
my nigga, my nigga.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm thinking, like, once again, like, where are we gonna, like, first and foremost, like I say, I honestly feel like that in terms of like black people, yeah, a lot of black people, maybe some people like might stop saying the N-word, because obviously you get some people that say, some black people that say, I don't really use the N-word, I don't feel right. But I feel like black people, like a section of black people, they're always gonna say the N-word. But what I wanted to like just literally take it back to the white people, you know, like English people, especially like obviously you got English people, you got white people in your family and stuff like that. Like for you, like in terms of like having family members that are, you know, that are English or white, like how does that work in your family dynamic? And yeah, even just in general, like white people, like you said, that because again, I'll be honest with you, when I was in school, I had Albanian. Oh, this is gonna sound mad. Should I say it? But I had an Albanian. One of my friends was Albanian, right?
Right.
And again, we're young, we're naive, we're in secondary school. We got to a point where we felt like we was best friends, like brothers, obviously with each other every time, going to his house and everything and whatnot. Literally, I'll be honest with you, we got to a point where it's like the color thing just went out the window, and he started calling me his nigga, like my nigga, and even like I started even defending him in school because some black friends like they had an issue with it, and I used to be like, nah, man, this is my nigga, man, nah, man, like JT's like, again, I don't know if that was just silly and naive, whatever, but going back, just to the like.
See, in my family,
do some white people have a past?
No, everybody respects everybody's space. So you wouldn't have like a white member of my family walking in, well, go on. Like, they would be like, what?
When they even walk on?
Yeah, they wouldn't walk in. It's like, you know, a family event.
Yeah.
They wouldn't walk in and try and fit in and say, well, go on kind of thing. They'll come in, hi, hello.
Okay.
They're just their normal self.
Yeah.
So it's all about that respect of each other's culture.
Yeah, of course.
You know, a white person will go, my nigga. Like, no, like, what? You know, so we've all got that mutual respect. So we don't encounter that. Nobody's trying to be anybody else or...
What about people... I was going to say, what about niggas like me? But that sounds a bit mad. What about people like me, that basically says... Like that gives that basically, you know, like that develop a bond with people, and they give them the green light. Like, you know what, this guy, you know what, he's got a green light. He's different.
I know where this is gonna.
You get me? Because I feel like sometimes that blurs the line a little bit as well. With some of us, some black people also being so close to certain white people, certain white friends or whatever, and getting so close to them to a point to be like, you know what. No, let's allow him. They're not allowed to say it, but but this white guy, he's my nigga. He's our nigga. He's because over the years, because over the years, the last thing I'm gonna say, because the last thing I'm gonna say, like over the years, like I heard like a crazy take, and again when I was young, I actually related to it. But the older I got, I thought, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, you know when some black people say, no, he's white He's white from the outside, but inside he's black. Inside he's a nigger.
He's black.
Them kind of.
Well,
I know, but the
you know what I mean. There's so much.
I said I don't really take the N word on board because everybody's got their own. Their own take on everything. And I said, I'll be honest with you, the only time it came to light is when you at the studio when you was with the Teddies. Yeah. And you were like, these niggas, they're real kind of. And people were messaging me. He's calling the Teddies niggas. Like, what's going on here? You know, and I'm like, well, he's just referring to. They're like, my little niggas. Like, no, they. So it's only then that I started to really think about
it.
you know, why is he calling them little niggers? Yeah, you know, that kind of thing. But at the same time, that's your thing. But that's your thing. But then people saying, well, no, like, should you even be saying that? How about not saying it? Or why do you feel the need to say it? Why do you feel the need to, you know,
choose that word?
Choose that word.
Yeah.
It's a bit like swearing. Yeah, everybody can swear, but do you have to swear? Can you find another alternative? Can you find another way to express your feelings rather than swearing? And it's the same like the N-word. Do you feel the need you have to say it? Should you have to say it? Or does it enhance your sentence if you say it? But there's so many sort of different takes on it. But like yourself, you say it as all the time. So, oh yeah, that's his thing.
Yeah, I've said this on this platform. You know, I've said it like a million times.
Yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. That's his thing. But then other people say, well, can you not find an alternative word?
True.
To you know, to say that.
I've even had certain people off camera say to me like, you're a young man, you're obviously a lot of people that know me personally, they know like, again, I'm a good guy first and foremost, but I'm going to say certain things how I want to say them. And certain people have just, you know, put me aside and said, like, obviously the more your platform grows, don't you think you should maybe like, again, to just reach a bigger audience or whatever, to just basically have more people that are going to be watching in consideration, putting them in consideration, like, don't you think maybe you should use a different word, or even sometimes even cut down on the swearing a bit? Because obviously initially I just wanted this platform to just be free, obviously not too crazy, but in terms of like being free, people speak how they usually speak and whatever to express themselves however they express themselves. But I get where you're coming from as well with this with this like N word.
So I will say to you, why do you use that word?
Like, that's one of the best questions I've heard this year, and my simple answer is simply like, I don't even know. It's just like part of my vocabulary, to be fair with you. It's like, it's just part of my vocabulary, and it goes back to what you're saying. People are going to be watching this once again and probably say, well, now you're a grown man, couldn't you not replace that word with something else? But it's literally something a word that I've been using in my vocabulary, in my sentences, like for years and years. And you know that when something just sticks and just rolls off the tongue. Yeah. It's literally that.
It becomes like, for them to say,
like a bad habit, or like
okay, now that you know, just stop using it now.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so how about people that smoke cigarettes then? Can you just stop?
Well, yeah.
You have to try and find an alternative to wean yourself off it. You can't just...
And that's it. Especially, like I said, if it's been part of a person's life, but then now you sort of come to think, oh, so he's okay. That's he's okay. But if anybody else says it, it's not all right. You know, but there's so much.
But I feel like it's been made to seem cool because, as I said, all of the people that were in America, they were, you know, there was a period where it was deemed bad, and no one was really using it like that. But then, obviously, there's this whole thing where a wave kind of broke through, and like it seems cool, and because they're all doing it, and people around different ethnic groups, they're doing it around them, so they're like, oh, okay, we can use it then, forgetting that there's history attached to it. There was bad hardships that happened due to all of that. I mean,
and this what this white guy was saying is educating his daughter to say, yes, you may have black friends and they may use this word, but you cannot use it in the same context because you're not black. You know, he got a lot of stick for it, but hats off to him.
Nah, I feel
for doing that.
Yeah, it's true, because even me, once again, listening to you like tell us that story, I feel like that's the best way, like with how the father approached the situation. I feel like he approached it perfectly, because it's true, like just because they're saying it, you just need to understand that even though it's not right, but if they're saying it, it still doesn't give you the right to still say it. You get what I'm saying?
Because it's not a part of your culture.
It's not part of your culture, and it's not part of your history. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even for you, like in general, like for you, did you, like at some point in your life, did you ever go through like a phrase where, like a period where you used that word as well, or you've never really used it anywhere before? That's actually,
no.
That's
I've never felt
the need.
I've never felt the need, or even sort of like swearing. I've never felt the need. I always say to people, find another. I mean, sometimes it might sound effective because you need to, put your word across, and you'll swear to sort of, make the person know how angry you are. So but I always say there are other ways to channel your energy, or to channel how your anger. And a lot of people don't realize, you can be angry and be jumping and swearing and effing in front of me, and I could sit there quietly, and people don't realize being silent is just as effective.
100%. Yeah,
is just as effective of jumping up and down and swearing. Just not saying anything is but not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that, because you really want to say how I feel and get angry, and sometimes just not saying anything is just as effective.
That takes a lot of mental intelligence.
It does. Yeah.
Like, and we spoke about, obviously, like when you missed last week, where you went, and obviously in regards to what's been happening, how about like during the summer and other things? What else has been going on in terms of, obviously, your ventures?
For the Teddy? So my goal or my dream this year was to get the Teddies on a catwalk, because I wanted to make history. I wanted to be the first to have Teddies on the catwalk. And there's this particular church that all the iconic designers go to. And that was my dream at the beginning of the year. Yeah, I literally manifested it. I literally dreamt it, that my Teddies are going to be going down that catwalk. And I said to myself, by the end of the year, it's going to happen. And I just so happened to be in Woodbury one day, talking to this young guy. And he was sort of talking about, he does fashion shows and things like that. And I was like, I've got this dream. I've got this is what I want to do. He's like, we can make it happen. And going back to young guy like yourself, and going back to when we was talking before about lost generation, this year has opened up my eyes. There's a lot of talented young people out there. There's a lot of people wanting to showcase what they do. They just don't have a platform to do it. And I looked at this young guy and I was like, I'm a big woman. You can help me out. You can help me with my dream. And he's like, yeah, I can do that. And he made it happen. And I was just like, wow. And not only did I have the Teddies on the catwalk, also my son, Mr. Kelly King, he just produced his remix music with the Morfire crew. Drill music. The Teddies came out on the catwalk to drill music in a church. And everybody's like, wow. And then that brought another thing, stigma of drill. Drill's associated with violence, drill's associated with this. And it just opened up a whole new topic again. I was like, why is everything so fixated? Okay, there might be a couple of occasions where someone might have been listening to music or smoking and they went out and done something wrong. But that doesn't mean to say drill music, everybody's going to be violent for listening to it. And so I was happy for that opportunity that, so two things, got sorted that day. I had the Teddies on the catwalk, and I had my son, Mr. Kelly King, his drill music playing down the catwalk in a church.
Congrats to that.
And it was a nice feeling to have had that opportunity. And this is another thing, we need to squash all this violence of, it's all related to drill music.
Yeah, I hate when they start.
And then that needs to stop. That needs to stop. And I'm glad that opportunity. And it was only just by fluke, because one of the Teddies was just about to go on the catwalk, and one of the models said to me, "So what music are they coming out to?" And I was like, "What?" Because haven't you chosen your music? I was like, "No." I was like, "Wait a minute." Let me run to the DJ, and he said, "What music do you want?" And I said, "I don't know. Like, I thought this is your thing." He's like, "No, you got." I said, "Listen, my son's just done his tune," and they were like, literally stopped the whole procession. "Ladies and gentlemen, talk amongst yourselves. The LV Teddy's just, literally just stopped. And then they Bluetoothed it or whatever they need to do. And yeah, when the models come out,
that's genius marketing.
That was a moment.
Yeah.
That was a moment. And the way his music just started, boom, you let it rise and bang, and the girl model came out
and it went perfect. I'm not gonna lie. It was
it suits the Teddy's.
It suited that occasion because I saw some videos and when they're walking and it seemed right.
Yeah.
You know when something just seems like with the music and the background.
Right.
It just literally seemed right, man.
And the thing is, everybody loved it because even the people coming like, what's with the Teddies? What's with the Teddies? And they were so excited, like what's going on? And it brought a whole new twist to the fashion industry. A whole new twist. And like from then, it's like, we want Teddies. We want Teddies at our fashion show. We want Teddies here.
You set a trend, man. You broke that traditional.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it. We don't have to be done a certain way. We can think outside the box. And I said, this is what I'm using the Teddies to show people. Yes, we're made by society, but we can still do our own thing.
Exactly, yeah.
But at the same time, it wasn't easy to start with. I've got in my head, what I want to do. I've got in my head what I want to do. But people when they first Teddies, this is weird. You're not too right in the head. We're not getting it. We don't understand. So then I thought, what I have to do, I have to create different scenarios to show people what the Teddies are about. So literally the first year, you got a music video. Let me show you how the Teddies look in a music video.
Yeah.
Okay, you're author. You got a book to produce. Let me show you. We just have the book with the Teddies. So I literally had to create a year showing. And once I've covered everything, then anybody can relate to it.
Yeah, because they appeal to all types.
They appeal to all types, and anybody want to promote anything in any way. This is they can use, and this is the thing we don't have. You have Google, but a platform where anybody can showcase anything. We don't have that, and like I said, this year there's a lot of talented people out there, and there was a lot of park things where OTF bikers, Ride Free. They had events in parks organised by themselves. Yeah, they had the DJs, they had the bike life. There weren't no stabbing, there wasn't no shooting, and I think we need to show more of that.
Yeah, it's true.
And these are young people putting on events, and I was like, I'm so proud. I'm so proud because people don't see that side. They're just sort of,
this is it, yeah.
The stigma, is all these black boys do it. And I'm like, but look at these events that they put on.
Yeah, I think it's another form of like conditioning again, because
even
though I'm going to mention